In 2026, your world can fall apart in a single day. One message destroys your heart. One diagnosis changes everything. Your money disappears, and suddenly you're standing in total darkness. Most people wait to be rescued. Most people stay silent. Most people abandon themselves, but one woman didn't. She was called possessed. She had a past. She loved a man the whole system wanted dead, and yet she became the first witness of the resurrection. Tonight, I'm going to show you the complete mechanism Mary Magdalene lived by. The same mechanism that turns darkness into choosing yourself. This is not motivation. This is remembrance. Welcome to Inside the God Code. Let's start with what happens when the storm hits. Your nervous system contracts. Your mind starts scanning for danger. You either freeze, run, numb, or perform. Mary understood something most never do. Coherence is not the absence of the storm. It is the ability to feel the full weight of it without abandoning yourself. She watched the man she loved die on the cross. She sat at the tomb when every hope was buried. While the disciples scattered in fear and shame, she stayed. The mechanism. When the wave hits, pause. Feel it in your body. Place your hand on your chest. Breathe. Whisper, "I am still here." That single act stops the scattering. It brings you back into coherence. The storm keeps moving, but you become the center it cannot break. Once you survive the storm, a new pressure appears. The pressure to stay silent. You get the download. You feel the truth, but fear whispers, "Who are you to speak this?" Mary was a woman with a reputation. Religious leaders called her demon-possessed. Yet she walked to the tomb while the men hid. She didn't ask for permission. She didn't tone herself down so others could stay comfortable. The mechanism. Every time you feel that contraction in your throat or chest, that "who am I to" feeling, that is not humility. That is shame wearing a spiritual mask. Shame keeps truth buried. Remembrance sets it free. Mary didn't wait for the world to validate her. She simply refused to abandon her own heart. Here is the hidden reason she was chosen. She stopped waiting to be picked by the world and chose herself in the darkest moment. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be healed first. You don't need everyone's approval. You only need to stop performing for borrowed light and remember your own. The complete mechanism, the Trinity. Coherence. Stay centered when the storm hits. Authority. Speak and act even when shame tries to silence you. Remembrance. Choose yourself especially in darkness. When these three move together, something shifts. You are no longer waiting to be chosen. You become the chosen. That is exactly what happened to Mary, and it can happen to you. So here is what you do tonight. When the next storm comes, hand on chest. I am still here. When shame tries to silence you, speak anyway. When you feel unworthy, choose yourself anyway. This is not about becoming someone new. This is about remembering who you have always been. Mary Magdalene is not a saint on a pedestal. She is a mirror. You didn't come here to learn something new. You came here to remember what has always been there. And now, it's awake.